Okay, everybody, thank you for start today this English conversation club for Armandistas students and the teachers too. Thank you for accepting this proposal from the ex-students that they want to share with the students that like to speak English and this open that conversation club. Miss Janet, thank you so much for support this idea, and thank you so much for everyone student that start today the idea to practice English, especially you that have a British influence and me that is I have a American English. Miss Janet, thank you so much and welcome today.
It's me who have to say thank you because thanks to that idea, we can create a new community, a new speaking community, a new English language speaking community. I'm very happy to see Jason Orlando, and I hope next time we will find more people. And I hope this community will grow in order to learn English in a different way than classes.
Excellent, Miss Janet Stella Spitia. I want to welcome to Jason Orlando. Jason, welcome to this opportunity to have one space for the student of Armando Solanos College or high school or middle school or any grade. Thank you for be here and welcome, and tell us please how you feel in this space.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone who is like watching this. My name is Jason Antolines. I'm just excited for this new opportunity because I've been like trying to improve my English skills for 2 years since I just realized that I was like grateful for the opportunity like our English teacher were giving to us, and like yeah, that a lot of like kind of stuff in another foreign language we could improve in. So I think I'm just grateful and I'm excited for this new journey we're going to have in this new like English club we are going to start right now. And I'm just like pleased with you to like let me to explore new paths and new ways to like get a little bit more of English opportunities, because I think we all already know that English is a new opportunity to open job offers, like a new way to share a little bit more our emotions or connect ourselves a little bit even great in the social media, because I think we already know that social media has going like in a suddenly in like growing. I think we all use social media. And if we start thinking about how social media is helping to like get a little bit more of connection between cultures and between like believings, it is like great to being able to everyone speak a language and we can in which we can find like confidence. So yeah, English is a new opportunity for you to like get a even more like um live options. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
lovely. And at the same time, Gilberto, at the same time, Jason is going to teach us some many tips of learning a foreign language as well. Don't you think? Yeah, he's going to
Yeah,
teach
I
us
think
as well.
it's
Yeah, and you are a big example for the other kids, and hopefully you are going to invite more people, more students to do the same or similar things to learn English and to think on English as something they have to do with love. I think love is the main issue to learn a language.
excellent, Miss Janet Stella. I want to ask you what means for the teacher, for the language, foreign language, for the IEAS, Colegio Armando Solano, what means that kind of push, the start to practice with the kids, with the teacher, this opportunity one time of the week to speak English and practice for you? What do you think, what do you expect that it could help to the English learning for the students?
First of all, it's a dream that comes true. It is a kind of dream I left apart many time ago, but now is awaking that dream. And I'm very concerned of giving my students new opportunities to learn English. To think that what Jason mentioned before, social media can help them better than me as a teacher in front of them to learn a realistic language, a meaningful language, and why not to say more proficient language. So that's the idea. It is maybe a kind of idea or project every single English teacher has in her or in his mind, but for many reasons, we don't do it. This is the first day we have making this dream becoming true. Hopefully, I think so.
Thank you so much, Ms. Janet. And Jason, is the first time that you are you be part of a English conversation club of the school?
Okay. Actually, I think, yeah, probably this is officially the first time I'm like in a like real English club with people I can like see from face to face. But I was like trying to explore new ways, and also like there is a social media called Discord where you can like find people who's actually interested in languages too. So yeah, I was like in a kind of like club, like an English club actually too, but it wasn't like too deeply as I think this gonna be like. But yeah, I think this is the first like English club I'm gonna be in. But I was like before of this one, I was in just a social media English club, but I couldn't see like the other people faces, and like there wasn't like a real connection between us. So I think like being able to see our faces is even more better if we can if we can do it. So yeah, I think this is gonna be my first English language school.
Great. Jason, Miss Janet Stella, it was your teacher, any level or not?
Sadly, she wasn't, but I hope sometime like in a future, someday we can be able to like get some words in real life because
Okay,
my
In
my
real
English
life, yeah.
teacher is Carmen Sastias.
excellent. Carmen Sabastidas, say hello to your teacher that you have an important position for your learning English.
Hello, Carmen Sastias.
Great. Ms. Janet, we are going to do one exercise. Yes, we are going to talk about us, how you get your professional and ability skill to speak English, to think in English, to write English. And Jason and me want to know, and everyone that are watching this video.
No. Well, no, I love the English since the very first time I met it. It was in sixth grade. It was in 1982 more or less. And then, since I was in sixth grade, I decided to study languages. I didn't know in which way, but I wanted to do it. Then I arrived to the university, and I was thinking on studying English. But as far as I met French, I loved it. I loved French. So I said to I had only the possibility to choose or French or English, but not both. And I decided to study French because it was very difficult to learn French in Colombia. And I said to myself, well, I'll learn English somewhere, in any time. But French, I won't have that opportunity. Well, so I studied French, but as when I finished my career and I started to work, I found that I had to teach English. So I decided to study English on myself first. Then I took a course. Then I went to UK for a year, and then I came back to study some teaching degrees, foreign language teaching degree. Yeah, and that is my process, you know.
And do you live in another country, in England or some?
Yes, in England, in Chatham, near Rochester. Rochester is the town where Charles Dickens lived.
Excellent. Thank you, Mrs. Janelle Stella. Hey, Jason, what do you think about the process of learn English of Miss Stella? Hey, Janet.
Okay. I think it is amazing. Like, as she said like she was living in England, and I think living in England is one of my biggest dreams. I've been wishing for a long time being able to like share the culture of English speaking countries. I would like to travel to Canada, to United States, to England, or whatever English speaking country I could go for. But I think that's amazing that she just got the thing that she was wanting to. Like, I think that's amazing. Like, if you're able to get your dreams realized, like, get your dreams in a real life, that's amazing. And if you're able to, like, follow your dreams and being able to, like, have have that support you're looking for from your family, from your like workers or whoever, like that's amazing. I'm so proud. I'm so proud that she just was able to do that at her time. And I think that's just a thing that we could that all of us we can admire from her.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Do you see any difference in your properly way to speak English as a British way or American way? For example, in British English, you say water. In American English, you say water. What you like? What kind of sound? The American or British accent?
Mm, I think I don't have like any special accents I like to talk, and I have been like struggling a little bit with the mixing accents since in social media, which is the tool I've been using for a long time to improve my English skills, I find like a lot of different people like from different countries, and also in the high school. For example, my teacher, Carmenza, she teach us to speak like a mix between British and American English. Since in British English is like you can find on that like accent a lot of different variations. Like for example, what instead of water. And I think I just really love both accents, but I think I'm just like even more prepared for the American accent, and like the accent I am aiming for, it is currently American accent, but yeah, sometimes I struggle a lot with mixing both accents. But I think both are like great if you want to start learning English. Like there is not just a rule who says you can pronounce like that British or American accents and you do the other way. So I think both are correct. And if you're trying to get you now, I think you can use both. And I think, yeah, that's
Excellent.
all. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason, Orlando, and Tolines. Jason, I'm living for more than 20 years here in the United States. And let me tell you something at the same time, Miss Janet. The American people, they love when the British people, original British people, came here because they are the grandparents, and they love the accent in British. But when you are from Latin America, and most of the schools and institute that teach English is more the British English. So when the American people listen to somebody speak English as a British, but is not the original, they don't understand, or they say that you don't understand. So my recommendation is if you live in British, speak like British. If you live here in America or visit America, and try to speak like them. It's like the Colombian people meet with Spain people, you know. They like the accent, the way of talk, but the British is particular to understand, and American is very formal, is faster, is more abbreviation, but it's interesting both English. So let us know, please, Jason, when you realize that you like and you love to learn English, even is not the most important uh, kind of study that everyone loves. English is like the difficult to learn for a lot of reasons. But when you realize that you love English,
Okay. Well, I think it has been a process even for me, even for myself to know why I just love English. But I think the main reason was because ever I can like think think of, I've been just loving languages. And I've been so interested in linguistic topics, like whenever I can get enough time to explore new cultures, new languages, I just take my whole time to doing my research. So I started like knowing that I was just interested in English. Like I think this year, this year I was just so involved in English. Like the whole day I just was practicing like every day, trying to like improve and realize what were my weaknesses, and yeah, like to improve them. But I think it just become like even more noticeable this year, since this is my last high school year, sadly. But then I just suddenly realized that if I want to like get more life opportunities, get more job opportunities, I need to being able to express myself in a second language, and an international language, which is English. So yeah, I started knowing that, and I'm just get so interested in English. And then I just was thinking about careers, and I found out that English as a career, like, was my perfect one for me, for myself. Like, English is everything I was looking for in my life at this moment, and I think I'm gonna study, if I can, study foreign languages with an emphasis in English. So yeah, I think that's probably one of the furthermore reasons I was interested in English. And actually, I think it was even more because of the pandemic season. We were like 4 years ago. It was just like it happened 2 years ago, but it has been 4 years since that happened. And then in pandemic season, I was just trying to communicate myself like on the internet with some other teenagers of my age. So I found out that English was the language everyone was talking on those games, social media, internet, everywhere. So I just started practicing my vocabulary, get even more words, get even more phrases I can use to communicate myself, to express myself. And also with the help of my English teachers, like from the Armando Solano, when I was in ninth grade and 10th grade, it was such a great help. Like I could never be enough like um grateful with them because they were such a great support. The opportunities they gave to me to express myself even more in the classroom was just amazing. So yeah, that was.
Jason, would you like to make me a favor? Ask to the Miss Janet, please, what accent is she prefer, if British or American?
Both, Amy, because we have to be, because English is spoken by so many people. So almost every person has his or her own accent in spite of clear definitions. Everyone has to know what the American, what the Australian, the Indian accent, for example, the Canadian, the American. But at the end of the day, the main goal is to express yourself. I understand that because we do the same in Spanish, we, as someone is getting, okay. At the same time, uh, we are a bit jealous
Mhm.
about our accent, but we have to be. The most important is you to clarify your ideas and to express yourself and to be respectful and to create a clear communication with the others and to be successful as well in what you're pretending to do with that language. If you are doing business, if you are asking for a job, if you are going for tourism, etc. Gilberto, someone is getting to the meeting, is in the iPhone. Could we please see who are you, who you are?
Absolutely. We have another.
iPhone.
Okay, iPhone. iPhone, could
Hello,
you change the name and who
Hi.
are you?
hello, say your name. Welcome. Or you
Wow.
prefer to listen at first? Hello,
Um,
are you a student at Armando Solano?
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? What's your name?
Um, my name is Christian Alguin.
Okay, Christian,
Um,
welcome. Welcome to this club English conversation from the Armando Solano's student. How are you today? Where are you?
um, Good.
Are you in Paipa or a Christian?
Yes.
Okay, very well. Good. We have been talking about ourselves and we have been meeting Jason. I have seen him many, many times at school, almost every day, but we almost never say hello, unfortunately. Jason. Okay, and Christian, I think I know you. I've seen you in the Izadas de Bandera and so forth. Yeah? Are you in 11-3?
Que sí con nuestras estadas de bandera, que sí tiene 11, ¿qué?
Yes,
Maybe.
yes, I participate in Isas de Bandera, the school. Um,
Very well. Very well. And who is with you, Christian? Who is with you? Your sister, a friend? Who is with you?
my sister.
Ah, okay.
Hi,
Is she
sister.
a student?
I think she speaks English, right?
Um, yes,
I'm sorry, Miss Janet, could you, Christian, introduce her sister, please, to the club?
Que si les puedo traducir, por favor. Good afternoon. Yes,
What's your name, lady?
good afternoon. My name is Diana Olguin.
Hi, Diana. How are you today? Hey, everybody say hi, Diana.
Hello, Diana. Welcome to our English club.
Diana,
Is
are you there?
Diana, is Diana studying at Armando
One
Solano?
moment, please.
Sure, go ahead, go ahead. It's
Ale?
interesting. Go ahead, Diana. Do you speak English? You like speak English? Are you from Armando Solano's college?
Hello.
um,
Hello.
she do not study. She do not study in Armando Solano.
Where she study? Where is the where is, high school participate there?
Excuse me. I am studying in the Rosario School.
Ah, congratulations. So one day we can put together the bilingual student from Rosario and Armando Solano. Don't you think it's a good idea?
Not.
Not, it's not a good idea to be together with the Rosario's student?
No.
Okay, it's okay, no problem. Okay, teacher, according to your experience, what is the fear of the people to speak English, especially the student? They don't feel comfortable. They don't be like Jason, that they love English from he was a child.
Sorry, the first part of the question I couldn't hear.
No, it's okay. I could repeat it, Miss Janet. As a teacher, you can see what is the first problem to the kids to learn to love English, a difference to Christian or her sister, his sister or Jason. What is the fear to the love English?
Primero vamos a inglés.
My question is for Miss Janet as a teacher.
Okay, I understood for any. Well, part of that problem is teachers ourselves, because we have in mind to grade kids, to give a mark, and we have, but also because we deal with problematic situations such as the number of students or the level of learning of students. They don't learn at the same time. We have students like Christian, like Diana, like Jason, who love English very easily, like me. I told you my experience. I love it. But also there are many people who refuse the foreign language in the first time. Also, the lack of contact with real language. Or probably they have it, but they don't take the goal of get an inner knowledge of that. For example, they play video games all the time, and they at the background they hear English, but they don't mind about that. They just play. As far as I've seen my son, for example, or kids playing, Jason and Christian and Diana can help me with that or refuse that idea, but it's the idea I have. Okay, so you, for example, listen to music, but don't study carefully what you are listening to. You just enjoy the music, dance, la pasan rico, whatever, okay? But not taking that opportunity to learn it properly. And well, maybe that those are some problems, some
Excellent.
situation. Yeah, I don't
Uh,
know what Christian's opinion or Diana's or Jason's opinions.
Go ahead, guys.
Siempre escuchamos música, lo pasamos rico pues en inglés y para que nosotros estemos, que si nosotros estuvimos escuchando música en inglés para concentrarnos mejor y que si bailamos o escuchamos algún tipo de esa música.
Or movies, for example. You love movies, but with the Spanish subtitles, yeah, closed captions in
Sí,
Spanish.
sí,
That's a nonsense.
español
That's
que
a nonsense. Yeah. So Jason, what do you have in mind? Huh?
And well, I think one of the most principal reasons because a lot of teenagers are just scared of learning a second language is probably because of the fear of being rejected. Like in the new society, sometimes people just like laughing at people who is not able to express themselves in a properly way. So probably if you get a mistake in English or get a mistake in your like in your first language even, like you're gonna get a lot of laugh and people gonna think you're not just good enough at the languages. So probably that just can start like unreasonable fear for learning English. And actually, I think like with the help of video games, some teenagers are just like involving themselves in like in the real English language. And actually, like when a person is playing a video game, probably they're gonna focus a little bit more in the interaction with their own game instead of like putting their attention in the captions or subtitles the game could offer them. But I think like if new teenagers start like caring a little bit more about what they really are or who are they aiming for, like I think they're probably gonna get a little bit more of English knowledge and not only about English, even about themselves and self-confidence.
Excellent, Jason. Miss Janet, um, I want to talk about I'm talking about the closed caption or the subtitle. It's a good idea to understand, but try everyone, especially when have the wish of to learn English properly. Don't use the closed caption for the first time that you see a movie, probably the second or third time, because you need to force to mind to understand English, because when we talk in English with the people on the street, we don't have the opportunity to see club captions. So the most important is to see the mouth. In English, American English, they have the ability to open your mouth more. English is very expressive and is an intonation, and the American always says until the last one letter. For example, instant, the last one T, or good morning, the G. So this is a good recommendation when you try to speak very fast. We're going to end this first meeting of the social, the English Conversation Club of the Armando Solano's people, student, teacher, friends. And I want to see, or I want to listen from you, how you feel about this first opportunity first experience. For sure, we are see in the next Wednesday in about 8 days. So I want to ask to Christian. Christian, what do you feel in this first experience of the Armandistas English Club?
¿Cuál es la conspiración en inglés que tienen de la mano?
The conspiration, the romando is school, the the teacher
Enseña.
the teacher teach the English good good solo the students no approach this is this idiom
Classes?
Mhm. Don't take advantage of the.
Mhm.
Okay.
Thank you, Christian.
Mhm.
Diana, thank you so much for helping your brother. And how do you feel about this first experience of the English Conversation Club, Armandistas Club?
Not point. Pues the conspiration the Armandistas Club is in English.
How do you feel? Good, excited? Do you want to continue? Help us? Because you are welcome, okay?
Okay. Pues
Please
is
come
good.
back anytime.
How do you say pues in English? Miss Janet.
How do I?
Say pues in English, like Diana says.
Ah.
Well,
Well,
Excuse
go
me.
ahead, Diana. Go ahead. No problem. You are right, and Christian too. So practice. What do you say to end your speech, Diana?
Good.
Okay, so welcome every single Wednesday to practice English because it's very, very important to have this opportunity, okay?
Yes.
Okay, Jason, how do you
Thank
feel at the end of this opportunity to speak English in this club?
And the second question you made, what do you want for next session? What would you like to talk about, to speak about, please?
Well,
Okay. Bill, first of all, just feel a lot of gratitude for you teachers. Like I'm so grateful with you because this opportunity is it is not always given to like students like us. And actually I think this is just like such a great help for us because sometimes we just like keep on that time like practicing by ourselves, but that's not even enough. Like we need to like try to express ourselves with with other people, like not only talking like with ourselves in front of a mirror. We need to speak out loud to real people, and actually like stop having that lack of confidence we can sometimes got because of the fear of being judged. But actually, I think this is just such a great help and such a great tool that we can take advantage of. Because sometimes we just keep thinking that the technological devices are just bad for us because that just make like and create in us like a brain rot. But nah, that's not all about it. Like we can actually find other ways like to take advantage of social media, like platforms like Zoom, in which we are right now. And I think about that last question my teacher did. I think we can the next session we can try to practice a little bit, even more like some idioms or phrasal verbs like um real native speakers uses in English. So I think we could try to practice with phrasal verbs. I think some of us already know that phrasal verbs are commonly used in English, and I've been like sometimes in a part of my English process, I just struggled a lot with phrasal verbs because you just mix a preposition with a verb, and then just they just convert into a new different like sentence with a different meaning. So I think and then with idioms, like idioms are like special sentences or words that some native English speakers have to like mean or refer to some like occasions or like expression they have, like they are good, and yeah. So I think we
You're
can
getting
practice.
you're getting into grandes ligas, okay?
Thank you.
Phrasal verbs and idioms. The grandes ligas. That's a task for Gilberto. All the
Thank you.
idioms
Thank you
and
so much.
phrasal verbs you use in the normal real life, in the everyday.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the thing, Gilberto.
Would you like to repeat the question, please? I'm sorry, I'm driving because I need to move from here, but I am very, very interested
Okay,
to talk to you guys.
we have a great task, which is to talk about, to practice more phrasal verbs and the use of idioms. So my proposal is you please to share with us all the phrasal verbs and idioms you use in everyday life.
I want to
At
share
home.
this, especially the young people. They say phrases like box, BUCKS, like Valdes, box, to say dollars. Hey, buddy,
Uh-huh.
I need $5. Okay, $5 is dollars between the people. And the other one is when it's raining and pouring, it's very hard. The people say it raining cats and dogs because in the England,
Oh,
when the people live in the 80s, 19th century, when the rain, the cats and the dogs, it was on the ceiling, and sometimes it's flooring, and the cats and dogs fell down to the people live to live. So this is very interesting. Oh my goodness, it's raining cats and dogs. So this is two way to say two different ways. So we are going to practice every week idioms and words that is very important to know, because that doesn't mean anything like the real word is, but for the use of the people, it's very important that idioms and adverbial phrase. So thank you so much. I just want to finish my participation to say, guys, thank you, Miss Janet, thank you, Christian and Diana, thank you, Jason. I want to congratulations for this interest for the English. And let me tell you something. I lived for 5 years in California. Definitely is the more fancy way to speak English, because they produce the movies since the 1930s in the world. So the California accent is very chic, is very fresa, is very fancy. But the New York or the Texas accent is very hard, very difficult to understand. Then from California, I moved from Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, the country music area, important. It's very interesting how to the people of the country. Music is very good person. Christian people is a way to say very, very interesting. And then I moved to Miami for 2 years. It's a lot of Cuban, and you can find in the street, we speak English because everyone speaks Spanish in Miami. And I live here in Orlando for the last 10 years, and I'm so happy in this area because it's the most tourist city in the world. They came by the international airport from Orlando. 70 to 80 million of people came to visit. I hope to meet Janet and Diana and Christian and Jason came someday here in Orlando, and we can do it one club here, okay? So thank you so much. I wanna give you the word to Miss Janet to say bye and invite to the next meeting on the next Wednesday, 4 p.m.
Thank you very much, Gilberto, for giving us this opportunity. Please, I beg you to bring more people. Um, don't don't worry if we, for example, we have planned something for today, but we didn't do it at the end. But what we really cared was listening to you, talking to you, meeting you, sharing ideas with you. For example, we have prepared some photos from Gilberto's life, daily life. So this is a homework for you, Gilberto. Next time I share the photograph and you tell us something about your life there in America, please. And also I prepared some, for example, some ways to say you're welcome, different ways to say you're welcome. We didn't do it, but it's not a waste of time because I really enjoyed the time with you, with all of you. So thank you so much. And I don't know, Christian, Diana, or Jason, if you want to say goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you, teacher. Gilberto. Thank you. I hope they have more meetings this to be able to improve it. My conversation eh, and and take and take good y de muchas gracias.
Yeah,
You
yeah. Thank you,
You have a
Christian.
partner, have a Jason to speak English and the how do you say with the recreo, they could speak English and could be better conversation every single day that you meet, and you have to use sister inside with advantage, take advantage of that, and improve. And Diana, something to say bye.
Bye bye, Gilberto. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you too, and go ahead, continue speaking English every single day, like Jason. Jason, thank you so much.
Actually, I wanted to say thank you, and thank you to you, Mr. Gilberto, and thank you for Miss Janet, because this is a great opportunity to improve our like second language, and it is not mandatory for us to fully know English. Like we are here for that reason. Like we don't have to fully know English at this time. Like we are improving it. Like so I want to invite every single one person who is watching this or listening to this, that we are here to learn. Like so don't be worried to join for this like club, and then like we can just like explore new ways to get and share knowledge between us. So thank you so very much to Gilberto and Miss Janet, and thank you to my classmates who joined at this class, at this club class opportunity. So yeah.
I wanna tell you finally, Miss Janet, I wanna share the video and Zoom to you get this experience, because it's very, very good for everyone us. And it's possible to invite in the next weeks, invite to another teacher of English. It's good opportunity to talk with them and Miss Janet.
I already don't need, but you are busy people really. But anyway, I'm still inviting more people. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Thank you so much, and thank you, and see you next week, guys.
Okay, see you next week if God permits. Bye.
Bye
Okay,
bye.
see you next week.
Goodbye.
Thank
Bye
you so
bye.
very
Stop
much.
the
Nice to meet
video.
you.
Goodbye,
Bye
everyone.
guys. See you next.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
Gilberto left. Okay, I'll stop the video. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye,
Bye.
teacher.
Bye.